I try to pay a lot of attention to the look, to the eyes. Then you have to be more subtle. You have to be more of a merchant than an artist. Theoretically, the artisan should be a sort of a balance between those two things. So if you're more an artist than a merchant, you're in trouble. I sell everything I produce because I don't produce that much. I work by myself. However, yes, this has its market, and maybe now the only thing to do is to dig deeper. Craftsmanship is not something that is going to disappear just like that, no matter how many crises there are. It will transform like art. Subtlety has been part of this craftsman's work from the outset. The dexterity that flows through the veins of his lineage has honored him with flamboyant skills. When I was a child, I used to make things, very basic things. From gardening wire, if you cut them right, they look like a human being. And then sometime later, from the simple wires that the telephone operators threw away, colored ones, even the electric wires that my father used, I made dolls there. Before Action Man dolls existed, I was already making articulated dolls for myself. I come from a family of trappers. You know, animal trappers? They worked a lot with wire, with pliers and all that. The skeletons are made of wire. Maybe that's where I get it from. When I used to watch my father sitting on a bench making traps. What it required most, maybe, is a little bit of concentration, and you can't buy that. You either have it or you don't, and when you have it, you don't have it at the exact moment. The simple effigies then led to elaborate mannequins. But the tangible process of making things brings us back to reality. First, a wire skeleton is constructed, which is what will give it the support and then the shape, because the wire then allows you to bend it and to give it expression. Then to give it a little bit of volume, which would be the body. In this case, it is the foam or other material. Then the main covering is the fabric. Fabric to make the dresses, or fabric as in this case, to try to recreate what would be the skin. The heads, of course, are already rigid. I have other models over there which are more like something you would expect to find in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. And there, of course, to make imitation armor, which is made the old-fashioned way, I do it in the old-fashioned way. You hammer the metal and shape it, and make helmets, armor, axes, swords. All hammered, and even with fire too. I also use fire as a kind of small forge. From the beginning, demanding judges have praised his exquisite work. Practically the first year I joined the Aragon Association of Artisans, I won the first prize for craftsmanship with the Bielsa Carnival faun and bear. You continually find things that give you another push upwards. The good thing about it is that you keep finding. You have discoveries and they push you a little bit higher each time. The aura of mystery that emanates from his masks envelopes the ritual that Mingo undertakes every day as he celebrates his particular ceremony. A cult of the work of the artisan, which gives him an eccentric and sublime joy.